Block, but that was fine by me. He wanted to bring this family to the path of justice. He tried, but he failed miserably. One day we had a big fight, and the next day he left the house. We searched for him all around, but I was unable to find him. Now I am on my deathbed, and my last wish is to see my son. Can you bring him back? Please, I beg you, Henry replied. Please don't. You are the big boss, and your wish is my command. I will find Freddie at any cost. Saying this, Henry left the room. Henry thought to himself, something seems fishy. Boss wants me to find Free, and Georgie wants me to act to find Free. It's getting interesting. Time for some action. Since childhood, Henry had an instinct for solving mysteries, and it was a mystery of his own from a friend, so he had to investigate at any cost, even if there were consequences. Henry went home, locked himself in the room, and tried to think all of these objectively. The question that was bugging him the most was why Georgia did not want him to investigate the matter, but that was of no concern now. He was focused on finding Freddie, but where to start without Georgie knowing that he was investigating the matter. The boss has a huge force. Surely they tried to find him in the near region, and they couldn't find him. That means he is not in the near region. Now that I think Freddie is not a person who likes crowds, so definitely he is hiding in a small village. I will not get anywhere like this. I need more information. In the Costa family mansion, Georgie is sitting with a drink in his hand, with Marty by his side on the rooftop. Hey, Georgie, do you think that kid will listen to you? Marty asked. Listening to this question, Georgie laughed and said, you know, when we were small, I used to hate that kid from my gut and soul. I don't know what is it, but there is something about that kid that makes me feel kind of guilty. Whenever I look into his eyes, there is modesty, honesty, and some kind of unwavering justice in his eyes. I don't know who that justice is, but it ain't surely for me. And I know for sure that he will get to the bottom of this. But I have to stop him knowing the truth. I have to. I need to. Georgie drinks up his liquor, throws the glass on the ground, and breaks it. The next day, Henry goes to the mansion, and he enters the hall and sees a bunch of meat lying around in the house. Housekeeper Michael is talking to the meat trader. Where is the boy that you always come with? The meat trader replies, he went back to his original village. Henry is walking while listening to the conversation around him, and then Marty stops him. What are you doing here, boy? Asked Marty. You said to act, so I came to act. I need to act as if I am investigating. I think I should at least see Freddie's room so I can convince the big boss that I'm investigating. And what's with all the meat? Come, man. Do you require this much meat every day? Marty replied, that is a year's supply. We have to feed every one of the gang members, so we get this at a discounted price if we buy it for the whole year. Forget all that if I allow you to enter Freddie's room. You may not go through his belongings. We have kept the room the same as when Freddie left, and we would like it to remain the same. Just go in there, sit on the chair, and after half an hour you may leave. Henry reacted, duly noted. Marty shows Henry to Freddie's room. Henry enters the room alone. As soon as he enters, he clicks the photograph of how it looks and starts his stopwatch. He starts to find something significant in his room. He searched but couldn't find anything. At last he became frustrated seeing the time go by, so he gave up on looking and started assembling his room. As it was there, he found a poem, and as he remembered Freddie, he was never of the artistic type. He thought it may lead to something, so he takes the poem and keeps it in his shoe cover. He cleans up the room pretty much, and suddenly someone knocks on the door. Who's in there? It's Georgie. Who's in there? Open up, or I will break the door, Georgie threatens. Henry looks at the room, and there is still a painting remaining to put on the wall. He keeps the painting in a hurry on the hanger and opens the door. Georgie comes in and looks around. Who let you in? Asked Georgie. Marty. But it was just to show the big boss that I am investigating. I swear I didn't move anything from this. I was just sitting, killing time. Georgie looks at Henry angrily. There are other ways to pretend. Don't you ever dare to come in this room again. Now get lost. Henry rushes his way out of the mansion. Georgie looks around the room. He notices the painting and realizes it is in the wrong place. He picks up the painting and puts it in its right position. Henry, you made a huge mistake, my man.